Wanna make a change. Force in my life. Yes, sir. You know the fucking vibes. NYCFC Forever podcast is back. I said I want to come up with a new intro. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Sanchez, what up?
Hi.
Really bringing the energy here, boys. Yousef, what's up?
We are gathered here today on this
Dearly departed. Wow.
It's been so long.
It's like it's like we're forced to be here right now.
I don't know. I don't know. I like hanging out with you guys.
Oh,
Master! We need that squabble up. Squabble up. Put the other one on.
hey yo, what the fuck,
Man.
Yo, what up, boys?
fellas?
Wow.
It is
The holidays are finally here.
it's Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's Tuesday after the match. We
After the Sunday, after the
of the
unfortunate
big weekend, but it's today we woke up early,
Yeah, you mother. Oh my God,
8
bro.
a.m.
You
alarm.
motherfuckers,
son.
this is regular time. I was up at 7:15.
All I heard was.
No, but the team doesn't usually post at that time.
Nah,
It's
they
10
don't.
o'clock. It's a 10 o'clock thing for them. They had some big announcement.
Huge news.
Big.
Huge.
Etihad Airways is going to 10 new destinations.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Big.
$5 to any one of you if you guys can name more teams. Let's go.
I do not want
Atlanta.
to.
I
I'm
don't-
trying
I
to
don't know. I don't
attempting
know.
those
Yeah.
names, yo.
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I think
I
Atlanta.
think what it was safe to say is that the Southeast Asian region is going to be well served.
Well served
Well
by
served
Etihad Airways.
by the Etihad.
That's crazy.
The Etihad.
So the text was hilarious because I think it was him who was like, or Yousef, he was like, "Oh, the news is out," and then we were like, "What was it?" And he goes,
Oh no! I said,
"He goes,
I said,
don't look at it.
I said,
You
fuck.
don't even
So
want to
much
see
for
it."
a
I was
big
like,
announcement.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, it was like, just tell us. He's like, it's not worth it. I'm
not
like,
worth it.
but I still want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
now
like,
I want
nah.
to know more. Please
He's
tell
like,
me.
you don't even want to look at this shit.
They had 10 new cities. Bam.
10 new cities, Atlanta,
Stupid.
and 9 others.
Atlanta and some others and some friends.
Atlanta and friends.
Atlanta and friends.
So that was Monday.
Monday's big news.
Yeah, because they had
Monday's
teased it
big
last
news.
week, and everybody thought it was gonna be like
Wow.
the
Hold
stadium
on, hold
and all
on,
that
hold on,
shit.
Hold on.
Hold on, what?
Tinfoil hats.
It was a swerve.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
that. I was thinking about that, but they had
So-
teased it before the match, though.
Okay.
Mustard.
You don't know, dog. You don't know.
Don't.
It could have been.
But this morning,
You don't know.
Look, dude, I am not a morning person. Everybody out there in the world, don't ask me to do shit before 10 o'clock that I am not forced to.
So-
aka go to work.
So the real news was that we started our days with the.
An 8 o'clock dump.
I think-
I want to call it 8 a.m. dump.
8
I think
a.m.
it was. I think it's good news of the sacking of Nick Cushing.
Yo,
Firing.
the
Yeah. They fired.
They will
fired
never
his
use those
ass.
words, but rest assured that is definitely what happened.
Yeah, because they decided to go into a new direction.
Yep.
Man.
So, wow.
Because it usually says they parted ways mutually.
Yes.
That's like the hey,
or
this
the
isn't
coach
working
decided
out.
to leave.
Yeah. But this said New York
Or
City.
we fired him. But this is they said no. We decided to go in a different direction.
Yep.
Your services are no
Initial
longer required.
reactions when you read that.
Well, we've kind of talked about. I don't know if we brought it up on the podcast, but the Arsenal women's was a rumor.
We like hinted at it, but
yes, and he had
something along the
said
lines
that
of-
he wasn't going to go.
Yeah, but they,
He's a New York
they-
City boy
they say
through and
that.
through.
They say that. I guess we'll see in the next couple of weeks where he ends up going. But my initial reaction was good.
See ya.
Okay. I don't want to say I was cushioning out, but I wasn't cushioning in either.
Do you think,
I think at first, when he was interim, I wanted a better coach, but I don't think. Listen, I'm happy either way. I thought he did all right, and
Yousef,
I thought it was
going to.
do you think the game results, which we've lost, we all know that we don't have to pound that.
Yeah, we'll get into the game.
Do you think the game influenced the decision?
Definitely. I think
Pushed it over the edge.
I think the not necessarily also just the result, just the way it happened, because it was kind of like one of those, yo, Cushing, what like,
¿Qué tú estás haciendo?
what are you doing here? And part of me with like my little tinfoil is that they had maybe made the decision overall, but we're just riding with him through the playoffs as long as he kept winning. Because this feels very, like it was just like
It's a little out of nowhere.
Dude, it was so out of nowhere. Think about it, the game was Saturday, and 2 days later you make that decision.
It's a little out of nowhere because
You technically can still have team like practice.
he said he went. He's not going nowhere. 16 days ago.
Yeah.
Gets us to this round of the playoffs after the season, the ups and downs of the season. I didn't see him leaving. I'm surprised he's got fired.
It's
Like I was genuinely shocked.
dude. I woke up. I thought it was a joke. I genuinely thought that the text message was like I don't know. Somebody was just drunk in the morning and was like, "Fuck it." Like, and then I was like, when I saw the Instagram post and then the Twitter, I was like, "Oh shit, this comes from the team. They actually did this."
I didn't know at first it was mutual or that the team did it.
Yeah. Oh, it was like
Because I just saw the post. I didn't read the article.
You didn't read how it was.
Yeah,
it's just that he's gone.
Just say thank you.
I just saw. Excuse me. I just saw the thank you post.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely shocker. It was definitely like, whoa.
I think we've all as a fan base and us three as collectively, I think we all resigned to the idea that he was going to be back next year.
Yeah, I think him getting.
I think you said it on the pod last week.
Yeah, beating Cincinnati. Was more than enough.
Yeah.
Was more than
to
enough.
bring him back.
Because remember the metrics that they all talked about beginning of the year that they hit, like goals scored or however many whatever points got acquired. They hit these metrics, so that technically is a successful season to them. So I was like, all right, next year you revamp the roster with the people that is like, all right, that you maybe really want, and go at it again. I resigned to that. I was like, all right.
This is one of the thoughts I had at work today. I was thinking about how the stadium's opening up in 3 years. This gives us opportunity to bring in somebody new. Now it's going to take a while. Like Sanchez usually says, what, 3 transfers, 4 transfers?
Three every 3 years.
Yeah.
So about 3 transfers. That's
Year and a half.
That's a year and a half.
So 2 years, yeah.
So let's say in a year and a half, the new manager, he's getting it. That leads you right into the stadium. Now you have a coach who everybody knows, who everybody recognizes, potentially, hopefully a big name, so that everybody know, okay, this is the coach that's bringing us into the new stadium. And that's why I think they were like, Cushing, he was a very average coach.
Yes.
Very
that's a
average.
Great way to put it.
He was very average.
He's literally mid.
Yes, in every sense of the word.
And he's coached the most games for us.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what got me with that? When I saw a stat, now like everybody's putting stats of like the records and stuff. Coached the most amount of games overall, like through all competitions, but he still hasn't gotten the most wins.
No.
So it's like people have gotten more wins with a short amount of
That's
games.
what makes him mid.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn,
We're literally
dude,
a five. We're literally a five. We would have 2 more losses. He has 2 more losses than wins overall. We're a 500 ball club.
And it's like, dude, like the talent you had does not dictate
we're
for
sixth
that
in the table
for that at all. Like
We're mid.
like you know how like they have the what is it the proper term like in between champ in wrestling,
Like the interim.
Transition-
the transitional champ. Yeah, like Like you're just there to hold the belt for the next person that they're building up.
But that's
if for a while I thought he was gonna be it, and this year was what kind of convinced me that FO really thinks this is our guy, which adds to the shock of this morning's news of like, shit, like somebody who made the call, like who made the call?
Who's to say he doesn't get better in another year with the same core group of guys again? Now he has a core group of his guys.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
What's the
what was the Kanye meme? I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Yeah. What's the new coach or not the new coach, the new owner?
Marcelo.
Didn't he put out a tweet
Maga
yesterday or 2 days ago saying we hear you guys?
Last night.
Last night.
You think that was referencing Cushing?
I don't know.
Could be.
I think so.
Lines. I think so too.
I think overall,
he probably came in and he's like, yo, he got to go.
Yeah.
Let's bring in a name.
Yeah.
Look what they're doing in Miami.
Yep.
Imagine he starts to bring that swag.
Son, Chadwick told me he was in the march.
Yeah.
That he brought his daughter there and everything. There were flares around him and everything.
Yeah,
He was just like, he fucks with this.
Yeah.
He wants that culture.
Or he wants the picture, yeah.
Or the picture, Either way. Right now, he wants the coach.
As long as he brings the wins.
Yeah. So let's see.
He's an interesting follow on Twitter. People might not like what they see.
Yeah, you call some
I don't fucking care. I don't like what I see. Fucking call that shit right the fuck out. Fuck him. How you doing?
Chelsea.
More
Chelsea your money.
So just
let me pose this question to you guys. And now with the players that obviously we got people still on contract stuff, do you try to look for what's the search look like? Do you go first into like, let's try to build a specific kind of roster?
No.
Or you go into hold on, let me just at least pose a question. Or do you just try to find the manager that can work immediately with these people? Because we do have roster questions as well as like who can fit in, who cannot.
I have a question before that. Before you answered that question, the question is,
well, I want you guys to answer that.
Is the coach going to be a long-term coach? Because it kind of feeds into your question.
Oh, true.
A long-term coach, or is this going to be a transitional coach for Pep in 3 years?
Yeah. Because we could get into
2.5 seasons or whatever. At this point, it's 2.5 seasons, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
To 27 summer.
Was it 3 years he signed or 2 years?
Through June 27.
Yeah, so he's done with City technically summer of 2027.
Yes, which is 2.5 years from now.
So,
that's the first part. So then I think either way, whichever way they're looking at it, 3 years is a good contract for any coach.
Yeah.
2.5 seasons is a legitimate contract. Like, hey, we'll sign you for 2.5 year contract or 3 year contract, and we'll see what happens then. I think that's a really good deal for any coach coming into this scenario. So I think that part of the people might have that question or that thought process about Pep or whatever. I think this doesn't really influence it that much. I just wanted to make that clear for you guys. To your question, I think it's a combination. I think we have to get the coach. I really don't want to see something like Ronnie Dyla where he got hired so late into the offseason where he met the players, was announced and met the players at the airport to start spring training, preseason. Like it can't be that late into the process. That's why 2020 for him was a real struggle because he was just like, I don't even know these dudes. You know what I mean? I would like, so that way whoever they hire can be a part of the transfer process. Have their influence, have their opinions be heard, because then it becomes a situation where it's like Dominic Torrent will come in. These are not my guys. These are not my guys. Yeah. And then you go, well, if we have a bad year, he's just going to use that as an excuse to and it's a valid excuse, even if it's not clearly the reasoning, it's a valid reason. These are not my guys. I didn't pick these guys. I would hope that we hire a coach early enough to be part of the signings and stuff like that. That's how early. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I want someone quick.
Imagine they had someone already waiting. So then today was the see ya post, and tomorrow's a hey, how you doing? Welcome to the family for Thanksgiving.
That'd be cool.
Because
I think it's necessary. Like you said, Ronnie Dyla struggled that year, 2020. Yeah, I mean he came so damn late, but it's like.
But do you want it to feel like, hey, like we need someone that's a different kind of play, or is like whoever can fit the style that's already been established. So
Well,
like,
I think I don't think you.
like not
How do
necessarily
I
hit a
word it?
reset,
No,
but more.
I get it. I'm just trying to word it a certain way. I don't know how many people are going to end up being on the team anyway. To be able to be like, okay, let's continue what the first man started. To answer your question, I would like someone to come in and reset it. And coach the way you want to coach. Coach the way you are hired to coach.
Can I piggyback off that?
Go ahead.
Because what he said, I want to piggyback. To the effect that of when they get the new coach, I will be totally fine with the full reset, including the bench, the coaching staff.
So
Yeah,
that, I was
hell
gonna
yeah.
follow up with you guys on there because I'm like,
I feel like the coaching staff at this point in the
It's
game,
stale.
if you're not going to hire Rob Baturgian as the coach, you're not going to hire Mehdi Bellucci as the coach. What are we doing with them on this aspect? Like, what are they doing? What like you just want? This is where you, as far as you're going to go, or you guys are going to try to reach out somewhere else? Second off, we've declined set pieces,
yeah,
offense and defensively in the past since winning the cup. It's been on a decline. Maybe it's time to freshen up everything. Like,
Yeah,
let's hit the
man.
reset.
yeah. Because my follow, I
That's what I'm
was
saying.
gonna ask. I was like, because you know how coaches or managers, sometimes they come with their squad. Like they're like, I have a team that knows my system,
Yeah.
knows it inside out, and already they know their assignments before they even get into
like,
the door.
I feel like MLS is very customary to be like you could bring 1 to 2 guys for like the standard coach, and then the coaches who hold a lot of weight, they'll bring the 3 to 5 guy bench. Like Tata Martino brought his whole coaching staff.
yeah.
Like if he was to be coaching Argentina, these are the guys that would be next to him.
Which
Like,
not to hit back on Miami, the fact that now he's gone and they're probably also gone. Mascherano's not gonna have that kind of people. They're gonna have to do that whole bench on the willy nilly. Miami,
he might have he might have 1 or 2 guys, or he brings his buddies. You never know.
Yeah,
who's gonna be-
I feel like Mascherano will bring
But
his
like,
buddies.
for us, I would be like, but see, this is the thing. If we hit the full reset button, it goes 1 of 2 ways. The new coach brings his staff, or B, the team hires a goalkeeper coach with this guy overseeing,
Yeah.
right? And then the other coaches, the assistant coaches, and everything.
So you never know. We got a real deep scouting program. So
Correct.
they might be able to, you know.
But for a coach to
Ocean's
bring a
11
whole
this bitch.
staff with him, or 2 to 3 members of his staff, that means that coach just holds weight.
Yeah.
That means that coach has
Yeah.
a good amount of experience, has won a couple things, or at least has been coached in big games, big matches,
Yeah.
internationally probably, in club internationally.
You want a little bit of clout on that
Yeah.
position because
So
it
then-
brings in players and it allows the. I don't want to say like you're the sort of like super demanding, but you demand at least the respect in the locker room of immediately like, hey, when I'm talking, you're gonna listen, and you're gonna follow my way. You're not gonna try to tell me how you want to play. Like if I'm telling you I see something in you and I want you to play this way, you play this way, or you're not playing at all. Like to have that kind of clout where you're not gonna be a pushover in this league type of thing, or pushover with high personalities. And I love that type of manager, type of coach. Like, yeah, you have egos you could have ego because you're a professional player and you're gonna play a little bit like that, but we're still playing my system. And granted, be it a good system or be a manager that obviously has the.
So then that goes into the next part of this. What's next? Who's next? All right.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Was Dome Tarrant part of Vieira's camp?
No.
He was in City, right?
He was Pep's,
Yeah,
Pep's
literally,
camp. Okay.
And
I was
Pep-
just thinking about
and then
something.
he
And
bounced
Dome.
over here.
like,
Okay.
He came with a couple guys too.
He came with 2. Yeah, he came with 2 people.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
came with 2 people.
Because here's my thing.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm trying to think realistically here because there's a lot of people who personally I would want, or at least they would bring up these names and say, "Oh, we talked to this person, we talked to that person." But I think it could go either 2 ways. I think they hire within because the team tends to do that.
Within NYC or within CFG?
Both.
Oh,
Same thing, no?
no, I mean, as in one is a broader scale.
Yeah,
I get what he's saying.
It's a little different. They hire within NYCFC, or they go into the mothership?
Or they go into the mothership.
I'm asking you, which one you think?
No, I'm putting those together. So when I'm saying higher within, it's either
Everybody, the
somebody
whole
Mehdi
group.
Bellucci or somebody who was on the women's team for Manchester City.
Gotcha.
Somebody in that group, or they get somebody who with kind of an obscure name, who's not like really known, who hasn't really done much. I feel like that's the pattern that we do. So I just don't see us bringing any like a huge name out there. I think they should, especially with the stadium opening.
So
like you need, I feel like you need a big name. You need to start bringing big names to New York.
I heard back when they were looking for Ronnie Dyla from good sources, that they went through like 80 applications before getting to him.
Damn.
Yeah. And I was told, I remember being told, it's someone that you're gonna have to Google their name.
That's what
you're scared of.
That's what I think is gonna happen.
So
I think
I wouldn't be shocked if we go that route with like a name that was like a who, because we've literally just did that. We did the Nick Cushing. It was like a who for us. Like who's that?
Dome. Dome too.
Dome.
I didn't know who Dome was.
Ronnie Dyla.
Ronnie Dyla too.
You know,
I think Dome at least had the pep clout attached to him.
Yeah,
Like the moment you saw, oh shit, that's
but
Pep's
you
assistant.
still don't know who he was.
Yeah, I
You still
didn't
had
know
to
who he
look-
was.
You still had to look him up and be like, yo, did he even play? Did he play?
Yeah.
Where else has he coached? Has he coached anywhere? Like, you know, like those types of questions. You still don't know who. Patrick Vieira, the only thing you knew is that he was a player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, he was a decent player. He was okay.
he's
at
still
times.
riding on that wave. I mean, got a whole new job.
Wow. Take shots. Tell me how you really feel.
Listen, you're stuck with Cushion. You're married to him one way or another.
Why?
You don't think he's going to Arsenal Women's now? I think he's right over there.
Arsenal.
I think he's already there. I think he's already there.
Arsenal.
I think he's already there.
Arsenal.
You think he had the flight?
He's already there. He's gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing games at Belson Stadium.
Yo. Like
They play at the whatever the
they
fuck
play
it's
at the
called.
Emirates now.
At the
Sometimes, once in the blue.
Nah, they play at the Emirates.
Not every game.
I thought it was.
Now they
Where
move,
else do they play?
They move fully to the Emirates. They play like
I'm pretty sure they play at the Emirates, bro.
Man City women play at the Academy Field.
Man City don't even own that stadium, bro.
Which
I'm
one?
talking about the Academy Field.
Yeah, they don't own the Etihad. That shit is rented, dog.
So is our stadium.
Yeah.
This is New York City, puppy. We rent everywhere.
That's how you skirt.
That's what New York City sounds like,
That's
bro.
how you skirt the skirts, bro. Like
To go with what you're saying. You saying Arsenal women are not playing in Arsenal Stadium. Arsenal own that stadium. They're not renting it from anybody. Manchester City don't own their stadium. They are renting it from the city.
But it's irrelevant to what we're talking about.
It's not, bro, because you said the women don't play at the Etihad. And I'm saying because they would have to rent it again.
no,
They're not doing it for the women.
That's later on. Because there's some googling that gonna have to be done.
Y'all got lost in your own joke.
You fucking took
You
it
brought
somewhere.
up
How?
the
You
Man
brought up
City
the
got
rental
the
fees,
the
and
tax
fucking
evasion,
bro.
the lease agreement and shit.
the deed that came in.
Come on, bro.
Come
What the
on.
fuck you talking about here?
We had the
Listen, whatever. Fuck
You
Arsenal.
brought it up. You every episode we gonna say fuck Arsenal? Really, bro?
You're the one that's talking about their stadium situation, bro. We
You
have a
brought
stadium
it up.
situation.
You brought it up.
We have a stadium
you
situation.
Took a shot. You took a shot at Vieira.
Yeah, mid.
Unnecessary shot at Vieira,
I took a shot at his coaching, which
which is valid.
is valid. And the fact that he's now has another job.
Where's he at now?
Genoa?
Genoa, yeah, with Balotelli.
Yeah. So who do you think? Obviously, we're gonna go with. I think it's hard to say, and people might not agree with it. The big names. So South America to me is eliminated. Coaches coming straight from South America,
Eliminated.
coaching in South America, tend to not have a good go about it in MLS. For whatever reason, it's just different for them. It's difficult for them, right? I don't want to hear Tata Martino because he's coached all over the world. He hasn't coached in Argentina in fucking 30 years or whatever, 20 years, whatever it is, man.
He might be back in Mexico.
So someone with MLS, some type of MLS experience is kind of like a requirement. Either coached here before or has played here before back in the days, or I don't know. Like, I think that's the best way to go about it. I don't think Zinedine Zidane, as much as he's a great coach, might struggle with the quirkiness of MLS for the first year.
No.
Is he even available?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's free.
Yeah.
I would love for the team to hire somebody within MLS, bro. That would be, I don't know. I feel like it would be ideal. Like we got to give into this league, bro. We got to, buy into, as they say. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would love, especially the fact now that if I could bet, if I could do the hiring, I'd fucking bring in Jim Curran from Philly. Like he's an awesome coach, bro. He knows the league. He plays well. He was there for what?
He works on a budget.
He works on a budget.
No, it's not just works on the budget.
Which we have.
Excels on the budget.
No, he don't know that. We don't know that. That's the unknown. He's because his talent is that he's done so much with such a small budget.
Yep.
That I imagine giving him the freedom to spend a little bit more and have an actual legitimate budget.
Yeah.
So
damn, you remember the quote when
what can he do with that?
they give him also
hold on. You remember the quote he said about
We had the oil money or some shit.
was it Thiago when he came in and scored the winner in the Eastern Conference? He was like, I wish I could have a multi-million
off the bench,
just sitting on the bench or some shit like that. Like
He named like the transfer fee number.
he knew the exact number.
You know what I'm
He knew
saying?
exactly what it was.
I like that energy, bro.
Correct. So imagine, because he's always griped about with Philly, like, yo, please, could we spend more money?
Yeah.
And it was always a no. But that's also a good thing because now he's proven to be able to also develop youth players.
Yeah.
That's something he does.
And
too.
I feel like that's something, not that we are lacking.
I think so.
I think that's something.
No. Wait, let me rephrase. Not that we're lacking fully, because I think Nick Cushing was able to develop certain young players.
I think our system.
Not all. Maybe it had a language barrier there was a language situation because the ones who didn't really excel, the youth players under Cushing were kind of the ones who are not English speaking.
A lot of our U.S. players really are the ones that made it into like
Yikes.
Yeah, dude. that realization.
That's a little So maybe Jim Curran has been proven to be able to get all types of youth going. Imagine giving him a budget. Imagine giving him the option to be like, hey, we need a DPX player, and we're willing to spend the transfer fee first off, and a contract money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I think with us we have. I think we're next to Philly. We're probably like one of the more like seller of youth when it comes to players. Like if our player, like if you people that come like that come through our team.
Philly's done very well getting
rid of players
or
selling
selling players on youth
so
players.
If he can come into that setup and bolster that, and maybe the what's his name? I'm gonna fuck it up. Carisco, the young guy. Carizo. There you go. So like integrate him maybe into the first team the way he was able to do with this dude that's going to Man City,
Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, like things like that where it's just like your age doesn't necessarily matter as long as your skill is there. He would be everybody's top choice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
absolutely.
I think there's nobody within MLS that can top him right now when it comes to free agent.
Well, there's Wilfred Nancy, no?
I don't know. I can't verify.
I don't find anywhere that he's
a free agent.
Yeah,
I think with the run he did with Columbus, he goes back to Columbus, bro.
Okay.
He has that set up.
Like, didn't he win Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year. He won Leagues Cup. Yeah. Like went to the CONCACAF final. Like like
he's a great coach.
He was a great coach, and he has a successful season.
I saw another name floating around Twitter that always seems to pop up for MLS hirings, and I think Dave brought him up also. Gio Savarese.
Yeah, I did. You don't like
him, right?
I'm not big on him because it's like, all right, his stuff still feels very like MLS 2.0 era. So like I'm attaching him to that. And think about it, his system was very dependent on two people, which was Valeri and Nagby. Nagby, we could probably have someone like that, but we don't have a Valeri. Santi is not Valeri. But I'm not saying that Santi is a bad player. So I don't want people out there thinking that I'm saying that. But Valeri is a much better attacking midfielder. a much more productive attacking midfielder than Santi. So way better of a distributor as well. So if you're gonna go with that system, then what happens with Santi? You know, and he's been out of a job for a year. It's never been rumored to anybody within MLS or outside of MLS. So it's like, if he's such a great system person or has a great coaching mind, like, why haven't I heard that he's rumored going somewhere?
I guess so.
Like, that's like, immediately look at Jim Curtin. Immediately he's fired, or like, technically fired. Immediately he's like, yo, he might go to Atlanta. He might go here. He might go there. Hell, even this dude that just got technically fired too, Vanny from Vancouver. Like,
Greg Vanny.
Everybody's like, yo, like,
he's another one. I'll take Greg Vanny.
no, Greg Vanny's in LA right now. He's cooking.
Vanny start.
Not Greg Vanny?
No, Greg Vanny's in LA cooking right now. He's about to go to the finals.
How do you pronounce his last name?
I can't pronounce that, brother. I'm sorry. That's another.
Brother.
Atlanta and Friends. So like him, where people are like shocked, like, hold up, you just had a crazy season, and you were playing expansive football, expensive soccer. Like, Vancouver was a fun team to see play.
They were.
You know, and
Vanny Sartini.
yeah,
Sartini.
people love his character too. So it's like, you immediately, like, if you know when your coach is like wanted, you kind of like see the team sort of like, let me at least try to talk to him. I haven't heard anything from Gio Savarese. He pops up into MLS or I think he does CBS sometimes. Like, he does more punditry right now than anything.
How long has he been out of coaching?
August 2023 is when he got fired.
Because we waxed his ass in Portland.
Yeah.
He went to 2 finals and lost.
Yep.
2018, 2021. And when he was coaching Portland, they went to the playoffs 5 out of 6 years or 4 out of 5 years or something like that.
Like, they were a consistent team.
I think his last year was the year that they didn't make it. And probably why he got fired.
Mm-hmm. So like, it was.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he'd be an interesting choice. He's obviously not my first choice, but
I see a lot of people big on him, like immediately big on, like, hey, like, I heard Lampard get tossed around too. I'm like, nah,
I'm good on that.
Like, but
it would be interesting, but I don't think. It's crazy to say. I don't think he has enough coaching experience.
Who, Frank Lampard?
To coach this big of a club right now.
Yeah.
Like, what are we?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are we a big club or are we just a sideshow Bob here? Because Frank Lampard will be sideshow Bob, and like, all eyes will be on us. And he doesn't do well with the media.
Nope.
And losing he's gonna get killed. I don't see it happening.
No, and I think it was like what Dave said. It was like, are we a tryout place where coaches come and cut their teeth, or are we going after big fish? You know, like,
basically. And I was saying Efrain Juarez, Ronnie Dyla's former lead assistant, who is currently in Colombia in Atlético Nacional.
That'd be cool.
Is he out of jail?
And in his first season,
out of jail.
I'll get to that in a second. In his first season, I think they're playing a final or something. They're like, I'm not sure if it's the league final or the cup final.
Oh yeah, I remember that story.
Within the next week or so. So Efrain Juarez, the reason I bring him up, even though he's fully gainfully employed, he just got arrested at a game a week ago for over celebrating and inciting the fans,
opposing fans.
I didn't. When you said that story, I was like, it took me a while to register. Like, what is happening?
Yeah,
so what is going on? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't realize that's the same coach.
Yeah,
I just figured that out now.
Yes, Efrain Juarez. How you doing?
That's crazy. Huh?
I remember.
So he got arrested at the game.
He got hired
during the press conference.
Yeah.
And then the following game, he got sent off again for over celebrating again. So there's like a big thing in Colombia where they're trying to ban him. The police are trying to ban him from entering stadiums because it's inciting violence. Jesus. He's inciting violence by him celebrating. And if you watch the videos of him celebrating, it's very tame, normal celebration when your team scores a goal in like the semifinals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine
so he might be out of a job because he's forcefully not going to be able to allow to coach there.
Damn.
You know,
if that situation comes up, then I couldn't see how the team wouldn't
entertain it.
At least have like a conversation.
and bring Dyla as the assistant.
That'd be
Imagine
wild.
that.
Damn.
Dyla's in Abu Dhabi coaching out there.
Oh,
What
he
the
getting paid,
fuck?
bro. He ain't coming over
He
here.
getting paid.
That man living in the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
Like, he's chilling.
He lives in the one building that serves alcohol. He's
For
like, that's in the contract, bro.
That's in the contract.
Holy shit.
That's in the contract,
That's
bro.
funny, yo.
Would you take a gander at Ronnie Dyla?
No.
No, I think
Not after what he
No.
said, yo.
no, and I think it's been there,
Come on,
done
dog.
that.
I completely forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Come on, son.
I get to coach at a real club now.
Fuck
I'm a real
Ron-
boy.
Fuck Ronnie Dyla.
A
A real league in front of like real
Yeah.
stadium, real
In
fans
real
and shit.
stadium with
and
in
got
front of real
booted
fans.
out. And he left Stan Jalili immediately to Club Rouge. He's like, nah, I need a bigger team. All right, brother.
Couldn't-
He
couldn't
did
make
good
it.
there.
Huh?
He did good already. He did alright.
No, I'm saying like he jumped ship when the opportunity to go to a bigger
yeah.
club, like up twice, back to back. Because I think if I remember correctly, he dipped on us. He didn't get fired.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he straight left.
So now I
So
don't know.
Dyla out still.
Dyla out.
Dylan out.
Dyla out.
But I think honestly we do need. It can't be somebody who's been here before, because if we're doing full reset, like fresh
I want
blood,
full straight
fresh
reset.
ideas.
Any out of the box names, like big name, world, like non MLS names that you think are kind of realistic. There's only one that's always going to be brought up, because you know what, it's so far fetched that it could be realistic, and it's always Mourinho.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like that's the name that
Isn't he
would-
working?
Yeah, but he's always looking
he
for
hates
work.
it over there. He hates Turkey right now.
But like he would be someone who is like a realistic name that could, like, if he ends up in MLS, you'll be like, I can see that.
I could see that happening.
Mourinho at 64 years old, whatever it is. He's like
Yeah.
63, 64 years old in MLS at this point in his career. I can see that. And if him showing up here, that's entertainment.
That
That'll
would be
be-
crazy, yo.
You need roster changes out the ass.
You know
Like-
what? You know what?
Like just
Yo,
in,
he
like
will rip
roster
this- he
rule
will
changes
rip this
and
league
actually
apart,
roster.
bro.
So he will be.
He would
day
rip
one.
this league
He'll
apart,
pull
bro.
up a letter, be like,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Mr. Don Garber. What are these these gam? He'll
He'll
These
give you football
sheets.
heritage.
he will be
Football
he'll
heritage,
be
bro.
the guy who will break the fourth wall.
Oh, and just go straight at
Like
it.
he'll review the Diddy list from like from MLS. Like he'll be like that guy who'll be like, nah, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yep.
To this world stage.
Yeah.
Because then people know around worldwide that the majority of people know, oh, MLS is quirky with their rules.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, what the hell is this? And break down the rules
Yeah.
in public. Oh, great. Theater.
The
Theater.
Son, I think the team needs a big name, bro.
But what
I don't know. I mean, listen, you went to the link,
Yeah,
and there
we-
was
I
a
was
fucking
searching-
1,000 people,
I
and
was
then you didn't
searching-
know anybody.
I
So
was
I don't know
searching
who the fuck they're gonna
transfer-
bring.
I don't think I would love a
Van
Latin
Gaal, maybe. You would need somebody that needs like
a job.
needs a job, needs like
That's
to-
like needing a job.
Yeah, you need to show that you can do the job again, right? So you got Mauricio, sorry, who got fired, but
Can't smoke here.
he can't smoke here, so he's not good. Who else is out there? Freaking. Honestly, it has to be like, I would say somebody like in their 50s, maybe.
You know who I would think would be
Espiritu Santo, bring him, yo.
Sampaoli.
out of the box
That'd be crazy.
transitional
He has a job,
2-3 year coach Osorio.
You think so?
He's CFG.
Yeah,
You think so?
that I feel like that's more realistic than anything else that we've been saying.
Been in the league. He's been out the league long enough to gather much experience.
Would you take though the somebody that already is like, I don't fuck with this?
Has he said that?
Yeah, he didn't like the league.
When was he in the league though?
He coached Rebel,
Yeah, but like 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so
Definitely
league is definitely different now.
definitely different now.
yeah.
That's a little big name out of the box.
Yeah.
Who will demand like a coaching staff who will be like,
That'd be crazy.
That
though.
would be like
he had the white hair, right?
yeah, he's in Mexico somewhere.
Funny
So
looking
Luka
dude.
maybe.
Look like Super Mario and shit.
But I can't think of a big name, a global, like a world name that'll be like, oh yeah, he'll be perfect. It's hard. Like
Yeah.
Latin American coaches, the ones that are in like Argentina or whatever, it's like I would love for them, but I don't think they're gonna be any good here. None of them are.
Yeah,
None of them are able to come from a team in South America and come to MLS and succeed.
Because Pineda got booted from Atlanta. And
Miguel Angel Ramirez in Charlotte, midway through the first season, got fired in their expansion year. He just came from winning Copa Suramericana from Independiente del Valle. He was literally touted as the best coach in South America. Came over here, they fired him in mid-season.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Who did Atlanta have before Martinez?
Pineda.
He was supposed to be a good coach too.
Yeah.
there was this dude
South
too.
American guy.
The guy that was in his
Galaxy. Galaxy had
Scolero.
Yeah.
And he
Scolero.
made
Yeah.
No vemos.
The dude that went to Miami.
Yeah.
Boom. The dude that went to San Jose, Almeida.
Almeida,
Almeida too, yeah.
All these guys are like legitimate coaches in South America.
That's true.
bro.
That's,
Almeida
that's
won-
big facts, bro.
Libertadores
Holy
champions,
shit,
bro.
bro. Yeah. Wow.
Bro, after he left.
So,
like,
Holy shit.
The dude that went to Miami fucking coached the Libertadores final like 6 weeks before that. Like these guys don't transition well to MLS.
which is crazy because like I was in
Why
my
do you
head.
think that is?
The culture,
Yeah.
the everything about it, the quirkiness of the league, the rules, the roster restrictions, the probably like something as simple as like the rules, the union rules that like they can't train certain much like legitimate things like this probably
So because I was
it
thinking
just doesn't allow them to be
in my
to
head,
coach them full time.
in my head, I was thinking like, all right, cool, because you mentioned the language barrier thing, right? You're gonna need someone that can, at minimum, communicate well enough in Spanish and English, but like impose their ideas in Spanish and English. I would say that's like a minimum requirement. Do you know enough Spanish to at least like hola, ¿cómo tú estás?
I think we're due for another Latino for a Latino coach, someone who can speak Spanish. I think we're due. Who's that guy? No sabo, but I can't wait to find out.
Good. Yeah. I'm excited. I hope they get hired in January.
I hope before that. I hope in December.
In December?
At some point
That'd
during
be nice,
December. So then the coach could be
Yeah, mid-December, you know,
yeah.
get
That way
acclimated and all
we
that
can
shit.
have a time to search. You know, maybe what if they actually do a legitimate search?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Mehdi Bellucci?
No, I don't want him, bro.
so. You guys told me that's the rage right now.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people want Mehdi Bellucci for whatever reason. I get it, but I don't want a project. We not a project chick.
Give me a project.
We got the World Cup final going to be
Give me a
in New Jersey.
trick.
The world's eyes going to be on the
area.
United States. Like I feel like New York needs big names, bro. At this, like cut it out already. We need big names, bro.
Yep.
Like,
You know, because the cities they're looking at, New York, Miami, LA, just like in Scarface, bro.
We're gonna talk about the game.
What game?
so to put a bow on it, Cushing, thank you for a trophy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being
Yes, sir.
on the
Yes,
bench
sir.
for the trophy. But ultimately, your legacy is you couldn't hack it with the players you had.
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here. Come on.
See ya. I don't know. I don't want to be so negative towards him. I don't think he was.
Good luck. Bye.
I think,
Next.
Unfollow. See ya.
Boom.
yeah,
You unfollowed him already?
I never did.
he wasn't. I'll say this: he wasn't big on social media.
Nah, he
like
wasn't.
that.
He wasn't.
He was big into his Heinekens in the dugout
After the game.
after
yeah.
the matches. Yeah, how? Just to leave it there. What would if you had to encapsulate the legacy of his tenure? Because he is the longest tenure manager we have. What defines the Cushing era?
Underperformed. A lot to be desired. You know, like it was a team. The teams he had year after year should have been slightly better than what they were at.
The thing that keeps popping in my mind is substitutions. His lack of substitutions. Like that's what I constantly think.
His gamesmanship was
Yeah,
just
like-
not,
I
F1
don't know, I
drivers
feel
get
like
called
a
his
good-
racecraft.
I feel like a coach brings the best out of people. And I just don't feel like he brought the best out of everybody. Certain people he did, but not everybody. And I think that's ultimately what's going to be his legacy is that he was an average coach. He was just okay. He didn't fail.
he was.
He wasn't unsuccessful.
He was mid.
He was mid.
All right. There was a game on Saturday.
There was a game on Saturday. Huge game.
In which
Season-defining game.
Yes.
in which he did manage.
Which he did manage. His last match. It was the Hudson River Derby, the playoff edition, first ever in 10 years of our existence. New York City lost 2-0 to Red Bull.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of interesting things about this game. I can get into it, or you want to do the lineups first?
What'd you hear?
Just in terms of the atmosphere outside of the stadium,
What'd you hear?
even beforehand. So, I heard from a few people that it didn't feel like a derby. It felt just like another game. The only fan fest type of thing they had was the big ass cup.
There was no fan fest.
There was no fan fest at all. So it was like, what they were telling me was it felt like the team was expecting the supporters to bring that atmosphere as opposed to bringing in the masses and having the music, having, the games, the Goya shit, the, this, that, and the third.
Well, that backfired.
So, what they were telling me was the best part of all of that was
Can I push on that?
the small part of the march that they had.
Can I push on
Yeah,
that
go
though?
ahead. This is your podcast, bro. This is your mic. You see this mic? That's yours, bro.
If that is the thought process. If that is
The people bought it for you, son.
shouts to y'all.
Shouts to y'all. Hell yeah.
If that is the consensus that the team were relying on the supporters to create an atmosphere,
Yeah.
is there not an ownership on the supporters also? On that side?
I mean, yeah. But
Like we because I'm just saying, as in conversations I've had in with people, conversations, topics we talked here, conversations I've had with other people, other podcasts, is what's the middle ground between team supplied entertainment or team supplied atmosphere to organic supporter atmosphere, and why is it that when one is lacking, it's always like, yo, the team didn't do anything, but when it happens to be on the other side, it's mum's the word. It's like it couldn't be us.
yeah.
It's like, well,
I think one of the issues
we have to take ownership of what we bring to the table, which is
of course.
the energy.
Of course. And that's why they were telling me the march was the best part of the whole thing, because again, that's the core group of supporters who essentially do that. Yeah. I think one of the biggest things, and this is a conversation we've had previously on other episodes of this podcast, is when there's a big match, there's a lot of media that goes, or a lot of marketing that goes into it. A lot of tourists go to these games. A lot of people who don't come to NYCFC games, they end up going to these games and they end up taking certain people's spots, or this is their first time, or they want to think about the Premier League, or they want to think about other leagues in Europe, and immediately they're trying to compare it to that, and they're not bought into MLS.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
these are the fringe people.
It's 10:54 on a Tuesday, and we're talking about fucking MLS right now. Like, people aren't sick like we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are a different breed, and people don't buy into the league like that. And the problem, I think, with our supporter section is that our core group is fire. Y'all can't fuck with us in the league, because when we travel, when we have big games, nobody's fucking with us, because you have actual New Yorkers out there who are putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're painting tifos, we got banners, we're traveling in big numbers. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to think about this, and I hate to bring this up. Think about the Red Wedding. It was packed full of people who don't go to those games. Was it not?
Yeah.
It was in the 40s at that point.
Mad people were at that game who don't go to those games.
It's the marquee,
and it's the thing. It's the marketing. Like, they show
the marquee match. They show people kind of like, I will go to that one.
Of course, because they're showing the flares.
Yeah.
They're showing the atmosphere. They're showing this. They're showing that, and it's just 200 people doing it.
Like, for
and they're
instance,
just watching us.
I have a friend.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Instead of joining in.
instead of joining in, they're
Yeah.
just sitting there like, oh, wow,
And-
that's crazy. Let me take my phone out. Instead of, oh, what's the words? How can I sing along?
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
I say next?
They're not like they're not doing the
They
deep
not like
dive.
us.
They're not doing the like
They're not sick like us, bro.
you find, let's say, you find a band not named Tool, and
Oh my God, bro.
and you say, yo, I like this song. Let me do a deep dive into your album because I don't want to know what you have.
Yeah.
Like you put me on to
I think a better
like, no, when you find a song, you find an
Yeah,
artist,
yeah.
Nipsey. You put me on to Nipsey, right? What immediately I do? Hey, I like that song.
Yeah.
What
And he
what
dies.
what did you
2 months later.
what have you dropped before this? What are you maybe working on now? I'm
Yeah.
looking you up real quick. Like, what's your vibe? What's your
Yeah,
whole
I
shit?
don't think a lot of people end up doing that, and that's why we end up getting these.
They'll go to the march, record,
Yeah.
selfie, TikTok, and instead of being like, yo, what song was that?
I want to learn the songs.
They're
and
like,
shit.
yo, look what I did on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
wow, that's crazy. Look at them blowing, with the flares. Or,
Yeah. We have a lot
Or
of
this
those
and that.
happening. All right, I see that.
So that's what they were telling me. They said the atmosphere outside was just kind of bland until the march came, and it's like, well, the march is always fire because our people are fire, bro. Like, what do you I don't expect anything. I don't expect anything else from them or anything less from them. So, like all the pictures that we saw of, Chapina and people on the drums, Elliot on the drum, Templados did. It was dope. It was cool.
City is back up, it's
You know
a
what I'm
must,
saying?
we
But-
outside. Ay.
When you have 200 people doing that, and then you have 5,000 people just looking at them and not joining in, like, it's just like, what the fuck are we
Like,
doing?
here you go. It becomes the march, and as dope as it is always, it does become like a spectacle.
Yeah.
Once it reaches the rotunda area, especially over there, because everybody's coming in from the stadium or from the train, or the parking lots. They want to record it.
Yeah.
Because you want to just, hey, look what I was doing on Sunday. But again, it just becomes that. Like, it's a show for that moment. You're like a parranda, hora loca type shit. Like, this is what you want to do.
Yeah.
And what would it take? Does it take us having
Son,
to
we've
go?
been asking this for years.
No, but
bro.
here
I
we go.
don't know.
No,
I don't
but-
know. I don't know.
Does it take then, Sanchez, us going while we see that, them recording it? Do we have to then be proactive going forward? Hey, you want to join in real quick in the jumping? We'll teach you the words. You want to know the words? Come through. Like, do we need that? Do we need to be that kind of active fan base going forward?
I think
Because you bring up something, and we may talk about it later, but you keep, you bring up a good point when it comes to 2027, when it comes to stuff like this, So like, is it on us?
That's my biggest. That's one of my biggest fears.
in order
was
to be able to
2027.
in order to be able to do all what you're saying, the songs and the chants have to be more accessible
Okay.
to people to learn. So it's like you got to go even further deeper into the root. Like
I got you.
before we could do things like that, we have to make the songs accessible to websites with lyrics or whatever. So people who can want to learn, people are probably not audio learners. People want to visual learn, So it's harder to do what you're saying in the stands without the proper measures.
Not even
beforehand.
in the stands. I mean, like those people that are just like,
Exactly,
yeah.
but it's harder to do it in the moment.
I don't like that smile. That smile is dangerous, bro.
I just think everybody needs to do better.
All
right. And first, let's start from within. Like,
Looking at the man
supporters.
in the mirror. Oh yeah, starting to change his way. Look,
He about to slap you, dog.
it's crazy because that's one of my favorite
Bro.
Michael songs.
I'm just saying.
I'm searching for the man in the mirror.
He got banged.
You remember when he died? and
R.I.P.
Everybody in Harlem was
Quincy
singing.
Jones.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. Quincy Jones, legend.
Well, go ahead. What you were saying? Supporters got to do better.
Get her a better place. And make a change.
Wow, the keynote. Wow, the key change. I mean.
Bro, son,
I'm going
there's footage out there in the world me doing Thriller in 4th grade, bro.
It's gonna feel real good. Can I think of it? gonna make it right.
He should have did the Jack Black on that shit.
Wanna make a change for once in my life.
Oh my God, let's just end this shit, please, bro.
Go ahead, bro. You were saying something about supporters. Supporters need to do better or something.
Self-reflections. Right?
So before, I feel you're gonna make a change.
But y'all hit the key change, bro. That was wild, bro.
Y'all gotta look into the mirror.
That was wild.
Every
bro.
support.
That was wild, bro. Son, we have leveled up on this podcast, bro. Not only did he start the song, he came in and they fused together. Key change on some Quincy Jones shit. Shit.
I had a lip bite.
I hope the camera picked up how hard you was looking at Yousef when he started singing, like, bro, that's my fucking song. But then he had a realization, and then he had a
I
moment.
wasn't
He was
singing
like,
it fully.
he said, you know what?
I wasn't giving.
Let me do the song some justice.
Yeah. Let me jump in real quick before I jump him. You know what I'm saying? Squabble up.
Squabble over fucking man in the mirror.
Off some Michael, B. Some Michael. Put some respect.
I heard Michael was a gangster out in Gary, Indiana, too. You
Oh
heard?
man.
I seen the picture. I seen it.
He was out there with the Crips.
Oh man.
Google it.
Google it.
Google that shit. Michael Jackson Crips. Google that shit.
Yes, you will find out some interesting stuff about.
Hell yeah.
Bro.
Anyway, go ahead. So we all got to look in the mirror.
Self-reflection, right?
Self-reflection. Okay.
We all got to do better.
Before we start as supporters, right? Before we start pointing the finger at all these tourists and the people who come in for the first time, who just want to catch the game, who want to just watch the vibe, us supporters have to step up. For those who are already singing and cheering the full 90 minutes, good job. Keep going. You're leading by the example. You're the example that we should all be leading. Following. Sorry.
Ooh, sorry.
For those who don't, I think that if the supporters that are in part of supporter groups and who go to the games, who've been around, these supporters, the hardcore fans, if they all participate in the matches fully,
Yeah.
maybe these deficiencies wouldn't be as obvious or as clear, you know?
You'll be able to at least get a little.
Do a little more.
If you listen to us or see us on YouTube and you're not necessarily in the supporter section, or if you are and you feel like you maybe someone that maybe doesn't always sing, don't hesitate to reach out to somebody either. Like, I feel like maybe that could also be like a point of entry. Like, people feel maybe intimidated to ask, like, hey, I don't know this song.
Yeah.
In fear of like you're gonna be told something. It's like, nah, I feel like we would rather just pull up and ask than just not know anything and kind of just be there just to be a body, you know? Because the more voices, the more intense we sound and the more unified we sound. So,
Yeah, the better it sounds and shit. So
like even if you're just doing one, we talked about it. We put a whole tutorial on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10 crack commandments. What?
I mean, listen. Come to the game, come to the sports section, sing.
Yeah, I think
the words.
Um,
If you know the words, sing them.
I feel a little bit less pressure and weight knowing that the responsibility of leading the chants and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big burden to have for the people who do that. You know,
Nah,
like
for
play
real.
drums
For real.
and
Facts.
and have to make sure it's their thing to make sure that the stands is popping. Like, that is a big burden to hold.
Yeah.
You know, like, but whatever you guys figure out what to do to make it better, share the plan.
Yeah.
I didn't like.
I'm down to help.
Yeah, like-
We've had our fair share of contribution to the stadium atmosphere.
I just didn't like the fact that
I'm down to
went
do it
Reddit,
again.
like the Reddit pointing fingers type of shit that happened. Like I was like, why is this happening? You know?
What you mean to Reddit? Like on Reddit?
Yeah,
NYCFC
and
Reddit?
then people, and then
I took a
at Rep-
gander. I took a gander at NYCFC Reddit. Holy
And then-
shit!
I think it's because I know exactly what it is.
But
It's
hold
just
up.
people who are not really associated on the Facebook.
Yeah,
yeah.
They found a new outlet and they just go there and they
That-
do the same thing that they do on Facebook on Reddit.
because the
Yo,
shit is like people Rebel fans or pages were screenshotting the Reddit.
sharing our mayhem.
Yeah, and then
So-
posting it. It's like it
So-
became kind of like a people
Feelings
airing
will
dirty
get
laundry.
hurt
type-
from supported groups.
Yeah,
If they go onto the Reddit and start reading, feelings will get hurt.
Yep.
They talking crazy
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Over there on them Reddits, boy.
Yeah.
Reddit is
The Reddit is the streets, bro.
Reddit real.
It's the streets, dog.
Reddit
There's no
really
rules. It's no holds barred on Reddit, bro.
Ex single mom 6ix9ine. Boy, she's letting people know that y'all wasn't singing.
no no character limits, no nothing.
Yeah.
Facts,
Over
bro.
there.
People just
Post anything you want, say anything you
Sermons.
want. Oh yeah.
Jesus. But again, introspective first, and then go.
I'm gonna
Kind of like Cushing is probably doing right now. Looking
Probably
at
in
the
London.
man.
It's probably in London right now. All right, let's get to this game. Like we said before,
Do we
Red-
have to get into the game too much? Because this is.
listen, it's one of the last episodes of the year. So I mean, it's up to y'all. If y'all want to talk about this game,
We lost.
We lost.
Bad. I
Very
feel like
bad.
we got outcoached.
yep.
Yeah.
Not only that, for the majority of the game, after the second goal, my dad said the crowd died. He went to the game,
Yeah, that's not good, man.
paid buku butts for the tickets,
That's not good.
So
and I not only from him, I heard from other people who said that the team, our team itself, if you look and then on the broadcast, I saw it. You look into their eyes, you could tell they didn't believe.
bro,
the team.
after
That's
that
on the coach.
After that
That's
second
on the
goal,
coach. How can you not be up for this match, bro?
You could
Dude,
tell
how can
that
you
we
not
were,
be up for this match?
That it was 65 minutes left in the game, and we already lost the game.
I wrote down notes
dude, the
of what I wanted to say
You know,
about this match. Go ahead.
the thing answering my own question from earlier about the legacy. Cushing's legacy is stat heavy, but no results. Because once again, on the stat sheet, we
Dominated.
expecting goals.
Shots on goal.
Momentum is all
Yellow
ours.
cards, we got more.
Everything.
Everything.
Ours.
Less fouls.
This is what I want to say. Last week or maybe the week before, we said let's mention 3 keys to the match.
Yeah.
First key was be prepared for the press.
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
Nope.
We didn't do that. In fact, it was so bad that Red Bull changed their strategy during the game to play the way that they used to play
Yeah.
because they felt more comfortable doing it on the baby pitch.
Bro.
And we didn't see that. That was the first key. Second key was yours. You said you got to keep
Forsberg.
Forsberg in check. We didn't do that. He dictated this game, bro. In the first half.
Remember what my key was?
Yo.
Finish. That was the last key.
Finish the few opportunities we were gonna get.
Alonso Martinez had 3.
Bro.
What the fuck, bro? And he scored with what is it, Costa Rica he plays for?
Yeah. He had
He scored.
like
What you should be informed, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Santi had a horrible miss. Like
Yeah, him too.
John Token's the captain.
Oh my son.
Of the fuck you 11,
Me
bro.
and
Yeah.
facts. Me and Chavo was talking about this, bro. He
Like-
was like, dog.
you know what?
He's one of them. I don't want to say something crazy, but he's one of
He's a
them.
flat
He's a
earther.
flat earther.
I know he is. I know he is. Whoever tweeted that shit where it was a win for saying that Red Bull won, that shit, son. I damn near dropped my phone. He said, Red Bull, y'all support a man who left his family and abandoned his
a
child,
racist.
a racist and a flat earther. If Red Bull win, that's a win for Satan, yo. I said, Jesus Christ, bro. Come on, yo.
Nah, I think
JR DeBart from Blue City Radio had a tweet a long time ago. He goes, put John Token on the boat and push him off the edge of the earth.
Damn.
yo,
Holy shit.
like that jail.
That's some ECW Hammerstein ballroom type shit.
No, bro.
My
I think
God.
it's just the that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't. That shit is like, how we not like defend well on Group 1 ball?
I don't know.
Like it's shit like that. It's like little things that
It's
like,
Cushing, bro.
like that. And also again his substitutions.
Yeah.
Fucking
Lack of.
lack of. What was
Hannes
it?
Wolf in 74th minute, I believe it was.
Yeah.
It was. Look, the first goal for Red Bull, golazo. You know, tip your hat. They probably had something in the scouting report where it says that
They win the second ball. That's literally what it was.
From far away.
Bro, he was
It's
so
the second.
open.
No, the first goal.
first goal, the
was
golazo.
No. I'm talking about what he was saying. It's that second ball.
Yeah.
They press, it comes back, and then
And
they
they have
fucking
it.
do it
Yeah.
again.
Bro,
That's,
they
that's
got-
how they used to play, bro.
That's
Super
something. That's
caught
something
lack.
that I've been saying that our team has been lacking for ever. Pretty much, not afraid to shoot from far.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we
don't
have a-
shoot it.
nah,
as
we
often
don't do
from
that.
Far.
Yeah. Nah, man. It
The way
blunders is just a blunder
I
of a
think
match.
Justin Hack said it in the post game about he was asked how did it feel with the chemistry with the substitutions. He said honestly it was off the rest of the game because we took off the fullbacks and he said I was confused for a bit, but at that point we were just trying to go push everything forward. I was like, Jesus Christ, did you not practice this like a doomsday scenario?
No.
Did you not run this over like
Clearly they didn't.
doomsday scenario?
Clearly they didn't.
This is the formation we're going to go. We're going to push this direction.
It's interesting. And then you have their on their side, bad take on my part here last week, because I don't give their defenders any kind of shine or any kind of respect. But Ray is locked in. He locked down everybody.
Yeah.
Ray, man of the match, pretty much for everybody. That's in the non-NYC world. Like Alonso, lockdown. Wolf, lockdown. Santi, lockdown. Anybody that got into the box, he locked them down. So it's just like once that happens, we don't have options to mitigate that whatsoever. Like, and then, but like, how does I can't even say like, oh, maybe we improve this because it's gonna be a completely different system. Like we don't even know how the team is gonna play next year.
Yeah.
Essentially, hopefully the core identity of us is there, but this season, like it sucks to that be the last match that we see that team play together essentially that way. But also Maxi, that might be Maxi's last match.
Yeah.
So it's like
We'll get into like
Yeah.
player movements and player
not today
stuff
for
like
sure.
that in the next episode, whenever that is, because a lot of
Couple
roster
things,
shuffling
yeah.
is going to happen for the next week or so. So we don't want to
But
start
just
talking
the-
about a player who's probably not going to even be
Yeah.
here.
But like the feeling of like, damn, you're like you didn't give it you as a manager, you didn't set your team up to give it to take a blow and then to actually do something about it. Like you just said, fuck it, we're gonna be here. I'm dead glad though about the afties though. I'm proud of that. Even though we took the L, the team you can't fuck with this team or support.
Fuck John Token.
Facts.
He went to celebrate in the supporters corner.
Yep.
Maxi Morales on full broadcast hit him with a wakata
Yep.
on the back of the head.
Boom.
And Wolf also beforehand during the match was going into it too. Like,
Maxi Morales got fined for that.
hey, pay that fine, CFG.
Yeah, man. This you don't make enough anymore.
Yeah.
You don't make that DP money no more.
Nah, pay that fine.
That shit hurt.
I don't think he comes back either.
But I want, but I love the fact that you took the L. Yes, they won. They tried it, and they're like, nah, go to your people.
Who wins MLS Cup? You got Red Bull playing Orlando on the East, and you have LA Galaxy playing Seattle.
Galaxy over Orlando. Make it happen.
Yeah,
That's a tough one because I want to say Galaxy, but Seattle's so good defensively. It's kind of nuts to put them out. I can see them stopping LA.
Galaxy over Orlando,
bro. The way Ricky Pugh,
or we're in trouble.
the way Ricky Pugh is playing, bro. That pass,
Ricky Boosh.
that fucking pass, bro.
That's a nice team,
Trivella.
They got a nice team.
Am I saying it correctly? Because I always
Trivella?
Trivella, bro. To fucking
Yeah, man scored too. Painsil.
Painsil.
Yeah, he's
Peck
nice-
is
he's nice
crazy.
too.
Nah, bro. Greg
They
Vanny
beat
is
up 6-2 on Minnesota.
yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
Greg Vanny is showing Toronto Like, look what we could have kept going.
Good, bro.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
My bad. Woo!
We're dying this shit.
So this is, I think Galaxy gets their 6.
I think so.
The chase for Sace.
The chase for
The
Sace.
chase for Sace.
And they can rub it in everybody's face all they want from now on. But I'd rather do that than deal with the horrific.
Son, that'd be
thought
wild
of
if
Red Bull even make
LA
it.
if LA win.
If LA beats the Red Bulls, you know the best thing could be LA versus Red Bulls will be the best thing for the league. 2 OG teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Seattle versus Orlando would be like the mid off. Orlando winning the cup would be the worst thing publicity wise that can happen for the league. Marketing wise, it's the worst thing that can happen for the league is if Orlando wins the thing.
Because it makes it even worse. It's like Miami couldn't do it. Orlando did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So
Just as long as it's not Red Bull.
As long as it's not Red
As
Bull.
long as it's not Red Bull.
Listen, I don't care who fucking wins as long as it's not
As
Red Bull.
long as it's not Red
Fuck
Bull.
Red Bull, bro.
Nah.
Nah, I can't have
They
that.
got
No.
this over our heads.
I
If
know.
they win the cup,
That's what hurts the most, bro.
if
like,
they win the cup, this cup holds more weight than our cup.
like they got our number in
Just
play.
because we got it first, the way they got it, theirs beating
Yeah.
us on the way means
And they've been the underdog the whole playoffs.
they better fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Orlando
Let's
better.
go Orlando.
Oscar, sir, Padrino, por favor.
yo,
Just have them cooking. Have them cooking.
Let's get out of here, bro. It's late on Tuesday night, bro.
yeah, it's very late.
Tomorrow's Wednesday, and then it's Thursday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy holidays.
All
to
the gobble
y'all.
gobbles.
Llegó el pavo. Llegó el pavo.
Be thankful.
Beans, greens, tomatoes.
Thankful for all of you guys.
Master!
I'm
Go
here
ahead.
I'm just here trying to be nice.
Yeah, do your nice thing. I'm grateful for y'all. Bro.
Grateful for everybody out there that listens, watches, supports.
And don't forget, everybody go out there and make a change.
Oh my God. Yo.
This
YCFC Forever podcast. We will see you guys soon. Peace.